We're back. Welcome back to my channel. We are doing a grocery haul today. So I just got back from Banff and I did a huge grocery shop because it is Sunday and the week is starting and we need to be on top of it. So there's a ton of groceries here. Hold on. If you're new here, my name is Dana. Also, don't mind my nails. If you don't know, I took my skin from this to this through nutrition, and then I went to school for holistic nutrition and got certified, and then I started helping other women heal their gut and heal their acne. If you go on my Instagram, there's a lot of art on there, and that's something that I'm trying to pursue. However, yeah, I do work with clients, and so if you're interested, you can comment below and I will help you out. And I'm gonna try and speak quickly because I've gotten complaints that I talk too slow. So let's kind of do this. Let's do a grocery haul. So I have quite a bit of things here because I put all the veggies here. We're just gonna start with the veggies. So my thinking process when I do my groceries is what meals am I trying to cook and what am I focusing on this month. So for example, I have really bad periods and that's something that I've been able to help other clients with, but I never like truly follow along, or I don't know what happens, but I don't really focus on that. My two focuses are fat loss being number one because I am trying to lose fat. And then the second one is hormonal balancing because I want to have healthier periods that are pain-free. The other thing I keep in mind is I like to cook my dinners. And so what kind of meals am I going to cook? And then also what kind of meals am I going to take to work that are easy? So we'll start with the veggies and I'll tell you like my train of thought there. So I always, no matter what, get tomatoes and cucumber. And the reason for that is when I cook my eggs, I will boil my eggs and I will make this like little mixture of tomatoes and cucumbers. Also, these are great for skin health. And so huge bonus there. So I like to do tomatoes, cucumbers with feta, as well as apple cider vinegar and olive oil. And sometimes I'll throw in avocado if it's not already on my toast, with jalapenos. So yes, I got avocados. I always reach for the avocados. They're huge skin food, and I'm sure you know that if you're somebody who's struggling with skin and do a lot of research. These are going to be filled with healthy fats, as well as the jalapenos. I love jalapenos. I love spicy food, and I don't know, for me, I think it kickstarts my digestion for sure. I love it. Next on the list is onions. I already have garlic, but onions and garlics are like, that is one of my staples also. All of these are my staples. Let's just keep that in mind. So onion and garlic I like to cook with, obviously. Zucchini is another staple. It's just so voluminous, never mind. It creates volume in your food. It tastes good, low calorie, nutritious. Love that. Carrots. I like to eat raw carrots for hormonal health, but also I like them with celery, and I will cook them for chicken noodle soup. And so chicken noodle soup is a staple food of mine recently. So I will get carrots and celery, onion, for the chicken noodle soup, as well as chicken breast, but we'll go over that later. Where my head is at with things like zucchini, either bell pepper or these sweet mini peppers. I like sweet mini peppers. Frozen broccoli, frozen cauliflower, potatoes, which I already have. Those are the types of foods that I am going to make for dinner, as well as the carrots also, and the onion. I will chop up all of those foods that I just mentioned and create some sort of dinner. So for dinner, I'm thinking veggies chopped up, these ones that I am talking about, rice, and a meat. And so that's what I'm thinking when I'm going to the grocery store. What veggies? Today I thought, okay, zucchini, bell pepper, done. Obviously I throw onion in there and garlic for flavor. And I also grabbed mushroom for that same reason. So mushroom's another great one. What do I want as my carb? I chose rice. I love rice. This is not the rice that I usually get, but I was at Save On Foods, and so I just got wild rice. I usually get white jasmine rice that is organic. So yeah, that. And then I got radishes and lemon for digestive bitters, digestive health, like to get your digestive system going. I like to snack on these or have them before I eat or in the morning. Lemon I like to put honestly on all like my little salads, like that little cucumber, tomato, feta salad. I'll put some lemon on there. I will put lemon on my avocado always. So as we're going through this, you can kind of see that when I'm getting groceries, I'm not just buying things blindly. I mean, sometimes I do if it looks really good, but I'm thinking, okay, what am I making for dinner? What am I making for breakfast? Like I'm thinking meals. So I always grab Kettle and Fire bone broth. That is a staple. They only had the beef ones. I usually will grab one beef, one chicken. So the beef I will use to make stew beef, and that's one of the meats that I like to get. It's not a staple, but if I'm making stew beef with rice, I am cooking the stew beef in beef bone broth. When I'm making my chicken noodle soup, I am cooking it with also this, but the chicken version, but they just didn't have it, so I didn't grab it. And then I also grab egg noodles. These are not the ones that I get usually, but I was at Save On Foods today. So egg noodles for the chicken noodle soup. I also grabbed pasta and pasta sauce just for like if I'm running out of ideas or I don't have like too much to work with, it's an easy meal. When I'm looking for pasta, I am not the type of girl that's going to get your chickpea pasta or red bean pasta or whatever is out there. I like real pasta, and so I will get the durum wheat semoli. I think you know what I'm talking about. I like to opt for organic, but I was at Save On Foods. Let's move on to fruits. Bananas for protein shakes, oranges because I care a lot about vitamin C. Vitamin C you have to get from your food. It's an essential. So you need to somehow get your vitamin C. Obviously we've got lemon, we've got bell peppers, but I love oranges, and oranges are a winter fruit. So as the winter comes, I'm gonna get more and more oranges that taste even better. I also got strawberry banana sliced fruit, frozen fruit for smoothies. I find smoothies taste so much better with frozen fruit than they do fresh fruit. Nope, that's a lie. I actually love fresh fruit in a smoothie. What I meant by that is I love when the smoothie is super cold, and so this makes it super cold. Okay, for meats, I got a thing of chicken breast. I am not a fan of whatever chicken breast this is, but I had no options at Save On Foods, so I just grabbed what there was. Ground bison, ground beef, and chopped up steak to just make like easy stir fries. That was another meal that I was thinking, like veggie rice meat. That's like an easy stir fry, and I have like a healthy teriyaki sauce in the fridge that I will cook those up with. So for meat, I'm usually looking for halal. For me, religious reasons, but also even if I wasn't Muslim, I would still look for halal because I then know that the animal was slaughtered in a respectful way where they weren't tortured. It is a thing, like you wanna make sure that your animal was slaughtered in the most humane way possible. And if you wanna look up the terms for halal, go do that. I think kosher is also good as well. But basically you want to make sure that their stress levels aren't like high and they don't see their other like family members and stuff like getting killed and have no idea what's going on. Like you don't wanna eat something that has such negative energy and such high stress hormones. So that's another reason, like even if it is not like religious, look into like why it's a thing. So for me, that is important. Now, it is important, but do I always get it? No, because it's not always available, especially being in Kelowna, especially looking for things like grass-fed. There are a lot of grass-fed halal beef options. I couldn't find any at Save On, and I was on a time crunch. So I just got like regular conventional meat. But honestly, you can even tell the difference in color when it comes to grass-fed beef versus conventional. Like the color is just insane. It's the same thing with like wild salmon versus farmed salmon. Chicken, I like to get from the butchers because I like it like, you know, close by, local, as well as halal. So that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. Again, don't stress. If you're at a grocery store that's right nearby your house and you know there's no other options and you need your protein, you need your meat, just like get what's there and then, you know, for next time, you know. So next we've got dairy. So I love Siggy's, but I also love Donia Farms, and Donia Farms does grass-fed, which I love. So I will get plain and vanilla. I love plain yogurt because I'm just Middle Eastern, so I like to eat it with everything. It's kind of like a tzatziki. So it's really nice with dinners, but then also the vanilla is also nice with granola. So Siggy's, I do the high protein banana, not high banana, what the hell? And then the vanilla cinnamon. I used to love the cinnamon vanilla, not so much anymore, but you know, it still kind of tastes good if you're putting things in it. This is the granola that I got. I get the Terra granola. It's not, it still has sunflower oil in it, so it does have seed oil, but honestly, it's one of the cleaner ones at the grocery store, and I cannot find one without seed oils as of right now in Kelowna. So look through your ingredients and see which one is the best given the circumstances. And then the milk that I got, the milk I got is from Happy Planet, and it's whole milk, non-homogenized. It's organic, grass-fed. I love this one. The only thing is you have to really mix it because there is cream layer on top because it's non-homogenized. I like to get non-homogenized, but sometimes I will opt for homogenized if I'm like, oh, I really don't want that cream layer on top, but it is healthier for you. Personally, like I think things are healthier when they come in their natural state. So if the fat is where it is, like I understand like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You're just distributing the fat so that's not a cream layer at the top, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. Science, I understand science, but again, like I think things are more better in their natural state, and I feel like there's a reason why things are the way things are in their natural state. And I did watch a few documentaries of people talking about the benefits of homogenized and the harms of non-homogenized and then the harms of homogenized. Not a crazy thing to worry about. Like I said, if I don't feel like getting it, I won't get it, but those are just like my feels on the topic. And then I got free range organic eggs. I love brown eggs. I don't know if there's a difference between brown and white eggs. I don't think there is, but usually when I opt for free range organic, they usually come in like so many different colors, and they're usually mostly brown. Sometimes they're actually blue and green, but very rare are they all white. And so when I get like conventional eggs, they're always white. And then when you crack them, they're like not even normal yellow. They're like pale gray yellow. And so in my mind, I've associated white eggs are like unhealthy and brown eggs are healthy. That's not a fact by any means. That's just the math person in me perceiving patterns. And then I got my favorite cheese ever. This is the Kerrygold Reserve Cheddar, and it's made from Irish grass-fed cows. And then I also got cottage cheese, not a good cottage cheese. It's not healthy in terms of like ingredients, but it is high protein, and I could not for the life of me find a healthy cottage cheese. It's actually really hard to find healthy cottage cheese. I think you can get like good ones that are like dried curds. And then I also got feta for my little tomato cucumber breakfast salad with my eggs. That is everything I got. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. If you made it this far, can you please subscribe, because I am trying to grow my YouTube channel and I appreciate you so much for being here. Also, comment if you have any questions. I would love to answer them. I have to go make some food now because I am really hungry. I'm gonna make dinner. Probably just gonna make like a veggie stir fry. Ooh, maybe I should show you guys. I will include it in the next clip for you so that you can kind of see like what I made with some of the ingredients that I just showed you. Also, next vlog, so not next video, but next vlog, will be decorating for Christmas. So come back for sure, subscribe so that you can see that one. And I'm gonna cook dinner and show you what I made. I also forgot to mention that I get Bubblies or La Croix sparkling water. They just help so much if you're in a fat loss. Also, if you want to have like a cute little drink that's non-alcoholic, that has no calories, this is my go-to. This was more it for summertime because, like, you know, barbecue, summer, like all that kind of stuff, and you want to have like a nice cold drink in your hand that is not a lot of calories and non-alcoholic. Like, this was perfect, but I still got it even though it is fall because yeah, it tastes really good and it does the trick. So highly recommend.